basketball isn't easy. All my
Welcome to 2K Sports. You're watching the NBA. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next. It's the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. And that's it for now.
Thanks for joining us. Live for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr. And now we take a brief check at the matchups. Our starting five for both teams. First for Minnesota, Rubio and Martin manning the backcourt. And at the pivot, a bruising and physical 6'11", 290-pound center. A battering ram in Pekovic. Then there's Buddington, and it's... Love in at the four-man position. And then for the Los Angeles Lakers, Nash and Bryant in the backcourt. And holding down the middle out of Central Michigan University, the skilled and ambidextrous seven-footer, Chris Kaman. Then there's Nick Young, and it's Gasol and at the four spot.
Everybody knows how brutal the Western Conference can be, and part of the reason the Lakers were able to make it to the playoffs is because they were above 500 in the West, which is pretty impressive.
It's good on the putback. Gasol's got his first points in this one.
Smooth, guys. Very good job there of getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
And you know, those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes as much as any single play in a game.
Yeah, they really can. I mean, they can't allow him to beat them to so many of those offensive rebounds. That'll kill you.
Kaman's shot is good. Well, going back to the Lakers in the West, they would end with a 28-24 record, Steve, against the rest of the conference. That record falling right in line where they finished in relation to the rest of the West.
Well, and that record was really the big reason that they were able to catch up to Utah and end up passing them for the last playoff spot. And, you know, Laker fans might not be happy with how quickly they exited the postseason, getting swept by the Spurs, but, you know, they did make a good push at the end of the season just to get in.
And Budinger with the stuff.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just a tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
Here's Martin. Out of bounds, Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. Right now, let's go to Doris Burke, who spoke with Rick Adelman. Doris?
Obviously, we talked about Steve Nash because you can't argue he's one of the best point guards over the past few decades. Coach told me that Nash's ability to control tempo, to get everyone involved, and to communicate so seamlessly with his teammates is what makes him so dangerous.
Thank you, Doris.
Well, because of his passing ability, Kevin, I mean, if you're going to play with him, your only job is to get open on the floor because he will get you the ball, and he'll give it to you in rhythm so that you can get a good shot off.
And also, there aren't many players better at anticipating an opponent's next move, waiting for his moment, and then jumping in the way of a pass to come up with the steal. He's got that mastered.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Hey, it goes without saying that if you're beat up and your all-star power forward is on the shelf, you're going to have a tough time against the big teams in the West. Minnesota was left for the wolves, so to speak, when they matched up against others in their conference.
And Pekovic kicks to Martin. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And, you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
Well, picking up again on the Timberwolves. Last season, 17-35 record against the rest of the Western Conference, which was third worst in the conference. As Steve, you might expect, that's got to improve.
And as you said, I mean, losing so much of their front court as they did last year to injury, it's amazing that they even won that many games. I mean, if you don't have big bodies down low, it's tough to win in the West.
And that one's good. Keenan's got his second basket. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Martin, guarded by Kobe. Here's Pekovic. Gets the bucket.
Very positive opening quarter for them. The shots have been falling.
You know, the shooting percentage would be nice if it stayed right there, but that's going to be tough to do.
Nash gets to Kobe. Good, and the assist goes to Nash.
Well, Kobe's never been shy about shooting. You know, a lot of people would argue that he gets maybe a little too shot happy sometimes, but you want a guy who's dominant. You want a guy who's not afraid, who's going to fail and just come right back and fire away the next time.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the three.
Gasol passes to Kobe. And the call will be against Kevin Martin. That is his first foul of the game.
And, you know, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
And when you talk about Kobe's role offensively for the Lakers, it's worth mentioning last season was one of his most efficient scoring the basketball.
It really was, and you consider the turmoil that surrounded the Lakers all season. It was remarkable that Kobe was as even-keeled as he was, stayed focused, and start to finish, he delivered the type of all-star performance that he always does. Very impressive.
And it's Martin missing.
Boy, that was way behind the line. Now, he can make that at times.
He certainly is one of the guys that can actually do it from there. Driving high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession.
Timberwolves leading by 4. Into Pekovic. Kobe with the steal. Nick Young on the wing. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. Young's got 7.
That's his third make in 4 attempts, guys, so quick start for the game.
Back to Love. Lets it go from deep. Kept alive, Minnesota. Buttinger dishes to Pekovic. Good! 8 points for him.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball. Just having their way down low.
Gasol, covered by Martin. And here's Kobe. 6 to shoot. From deep three-point range, and another 3 for the Lakers. 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Love kicks to Rubio. The pass to Buttinger. Back to Rubio. He dishes it to Buttinger. Into Pekovic. And stolen by Kaman. The open shot, Kobe, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
And an ideal finish to the quarter.